Interesting. Peace to the family. Glad to see everybody's here. We got some odd things going on in the background. Peace and blessings. Let's approve. Good morning to you all. Glad to have you all here. We're getting started. We've updated and upgraded our space to give you the optimal opportunity. We're going to begin starting to get a little deeper into practice. So that being said, I want to be able to give you all the opportunity to be able to get a more full picture of the body, and then given the space that we have, give you an opportunity to see, hopefully you'll be able to see a bit more of the feet. We're going to pull back in the next session, given the space requirements that we have in our at-home studio. We've been able to set this up so we have a better view. All right, someone needs to mute themselves. Oh, that's a beautiful baby background. Awesome. Pleasant greetings to everyone. So we're going to get started. Thank you to all the masters that have gone before us. Teacher to student, student, teacher. All are well. Going to come in real tight for just a quick second so we can get in. This is Cinco de Mayo. And most people are also trying today to talk about this as a Taco Tuesday. And so you can Cinco de Mayo, Taco Tuesday. Don't, bend your will and participate in that settler colonialist mentality. And, pass around those kind of memes that forget the fact that this battle was important both to Mexico and to Black people. It wasn't a major battle, but it was a battle between the Mexicans for the rights of them to have their own country. They were fighting off their second capitalist, colonialist oppressor, which was the French, who took over after the Spanish left. And so they were fighting the French army. The year was 1861, May 5th, with some other things going on in the United States relative to that. So you'll have note that many slaves also you had the Northern Underground Railroad and you had the Southern Underground Railroad, because Mexico had got rid of slavery long before the United States. So with that, what you had was people escaping down south into Mexico and helping to fight against the war, not just against the Spaniards, but also against the French. The French told the Confederates, once we dispatch these Mexicans, we're going to come up and help you defeat the Union so that we can get those good prices on that cotton. So what ended up happening was the Mexicans defeated the French in a city called Puebla. And that turned the tide of the war, and the Mexicans were able to kick out the colonial oppressors as the French. And that also helped to stem the tide so that when the Confederates lost, that also gave our people an opportunity to really fight for our freedom, both on two fronts, in Mexico, and then returning back home with those skills to help fight off and fight for the freedom of our people from slavery. So that's kind of a quick historic note on Cinco de Mayo, more of the people's history, the real history, as opposed to trying to think that you get drunk and the Mexicans party. The real celebrants in this ought to be so-called African Americans, people that supported the Union Army. And again, this is a reminder that the Confederate flag is what it's really about, so that we're clear. It's not a culture. It's more about keeping people enslaved and profiting off of someone else's labor. So that ought to be able to bring it home and contextualize it into the May Day strikes and what was going on Friday, and what continues to go on as we fight for justice for the masses of the people to receive the benefits of the profits of their labor. And with that, let's get into Wuji position. Heels together, forming a 90-degree angle. Knees are unlocked, slightly bent. Arms are relaxed at the sides, bottom is tucked. Head is level. Jaws are lightly clenched, tongue into the soft palate of the mouth, curled up, like we're saying letter L. All right, in the pyramid hands. And you're gonna shift all your weight to the left. That was to your left. This is now to your right. You're gonna come up on your left toes. You are gonna step to your left. Shoulders width, a little bit wider. Sit down on those thighs, tuck the bottom under. Bring the hands out as we get into the Asar Stance. Let's get right into it. You want your hands here, bottom tucked. We've done this a lot before, so you want to see yourself as the roots of a tree, extending down into the earth. Your torso is the tree trunk, arms are the branches, hands are the leaves. Head is level, eyes closed. See the visualization using the bellows breathing. As you breathe in, push the stomach out. As you breathe out, pull the stomach in. Don't force it, just push and pull. Let the body adjust. And while you're here doing your breathing, you want to see the breath go down past your lungs, filling the belly. You want to get up to 12 breaths here today. Awesome. Bring the hands into pyramid hands. 2 breaths. Shift all your weight to the right leg. Slide the left foot in. Feet should be in Wuji position. Drop the hands. And we shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. And again, our goal is to build up to 20 minutes at a time. Hopefully folks are in the 7 to 10 minute range. By now, and again, if you're not able to do it all at once, take it in appreciable bites. 2 to 3 minutes here, 3 to 5 minutes there. Get up to your time, and then you can work and your body adapts as you get up to being able to do it 5 to 7 minutes all at once. All right, we're going to go through the Qigong. So here, again, shift the weight. Step to your left. Palms out into holding the golden balls. 2 breaths. See a ball of golden white light on the palms. Hopefully folks have been getting better and stronger. We're going to rotate the palms into oneness. 2 breaths. Going to breathe chin down into the turtle. Breathe out to the drawbridge. Back is flat. Point the hands between the legs here. Chin tucked. Then we're going to breathe in, coming up into oneness. All right, we're going to go into rabbit through the chute. Come around and up. Not higher than the center of the forehead. and then into oneness. And we go here. Into oneness. Right hand on top of left hand, palms up, thumbs touching. Hands are not touching the body, arms are not touching the body. Rotate the left hand on top so the palms are facing each other. See a ball of golden white light in between the palms like the sun. Then we're going to next in breath and breathe into oneness. Into the turtle. Out to the drawbridge. Point the hand between the legs. Into oneness. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight to the right, bring your left foot in. And shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. All right. Excellent. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Going to get into our Ka here. Check on your body orientation. Take your hands. You exhale, let the hands come down. And then we go right into swinging arms. All right, so let them swing, we stop, and remember for balance purposes, when we say shoulders width, we don't mean the inside of the shoulders right here. We mean the outside of the shoulder. All right, now the body is fully relaxed here. I'm gonna go right on the head and open the chest. We sink down, body rises slowly. Turn the palms so they face each other, extend, and arch. Forward, we do 4 more. This is the one that feels really good. It helps to refocus and center. It helps to calm the body if you've got anxiety, feeling a little insecure. You can actually step into the sun and do this. This is a movement that's connected to the sun. So you get out there, especially between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. and do this. Oh, not only does it feel good, it puts you right in line with your body, with the cosmos. Go on ahead and get that fullness. All right, shake it out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Excellent. All right, folks. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to practice our sunrise over the mountain and sunsets. So let's go ahead, shaking down. Sun rises over the mountain and sunsets. And so again, we're breathing, working through the microcosmic orbit. And right now, I'm just saying that so you understand what's happening. But you want to be able to move nice and slow and feel every muscle as it's moving. Feel the body. You want to be able to have this movement feel like a string of articulated pearls, string of pearls, or a whip. And so the arms are just an extension of what happens to the legs. The hands don't move. The hands are an extension of the arms. All right. So we'll be here, and on Thursday, for those of us who've been with us before, we're going to go over our moon cycle routine again, because it'll be the full moon. Starting tonight, if you get an opportunity, the moon will be up once the sun has set. As the sun starts to set, you should see the moon in the sky in the afternoon. Get out and get some of that moonlight, sunlight. Get out under the moonlight and practice your form. Practice what you've been working on, even if it's just sunrises over the mountain and sunsets like we're doing here. So you can feel how the moon feels and get that under your belt. And so what we like to call is, in terms of the martial practice, outside of dealing with crystal energy and energy of the mineral kingdom, the plant medicines and their relationship to the moon, you also have the human body and its relationship to the moon. And so the beginning process of understanding that in terms of your health and your well-being is, remember, the goal for us now is just to get back in concert, to be in harmony. Our goal is not to dominate this planet. And one thing I want you to think about, apex predators in the animal kingdom, the top predator, they don't just kill wantonly, they don't kill wastefully. They just take what they need. And while everybody doesn't want to volunteer to die if you're in the prey category, you do understand that they don't kill out of want. They kill because they need to eat, to satisfy the burning desire of life that burns within. Same thing goes for us, whether we be vegan, vegetarian, or omnivore. The goal for us is to vibrate with and what resonates within us. Do what's best for your body. Don't follow the path of the masses, because your body is unique as you are. All right, this is our last one. As we remember, shake it out. Each drop in the ocean makes up the ocean. But you want to make sure to remember that the ocean is in every drop. They're not separate. Just as you are not separate. And that's why we do these movements, to remember how we move together. And although we're in distant places, wherever you may be reaching this online, when you move with this, we're moving together in unison. And that's one of the things that we want to be able to practice, is the ability to know when to lead, when to follow, how to fall in line, and also when to ask the appropriate questions. And that's why we do this work. That's why we observe the cosmos. And that's why our particular form, from Grandmaster Dalu, Great Grandmaster Dalu and Grandmaster Harry Kafrandongo, on down through Dr. Hiroku T. Kepra Rashamu, to me, Impu Kamut, and on to some other amazing martial artists that hopefully in by the time this series ends, we'll be able to have some guest teachers in to share with you some of their magnificent arts as we explore this, because the goal is for you to get healthy during this time. The goal is for you to understand that martial arts is not just about being able to fight off and defend yourself against physical human beings or other animals, but it's also designed to help you fight off microscopic organisms, viruses, bacteria, infections, and diseases. Yes, I said diseases. You know what I'm talking about. It's really important for you to grasp the concept that this is called Tai Chi Chuan, the supreme ultimate way, the supreme ultimate fist, which means that I'm not just working, we're not just doing this for longevity, although that's a great purpose and that's what it does, which means that I can defeat any enemy, large or small. So with that said, let's grab a quick seat. We're going to get a breathing exercise in. All righty, folks, how we doing? How we doing? Hopefully y'all got a little bit of a sweat going like I do. Getting this deep breathing going. It really gets us moving in the morning, yes? Awesome sauce. So I'm actually going to see if I can sit back a bit so you can see my hands and legs, so you can see how to do this. Okay, so we're sitting tall, and I'm sitting on a stool. It allows me to sit at 90 degrees, okay? So for those of you that aren't able to see, there we go. Let's see, bring it. There we go. So this is my left hand. It's right here on top of the knee. Just bringing it down so y'all can take a quick look. I'm going to bring it back up here so you can see me clearly, but also I wanted to keep our logo in the background because it's let it do its magic. So we're going to first start with the right hand. This is, I know it looks like it's your left, but your right hand, palm up, index finger and thumb touching. The left hand thumb blocks off the left nostril, middle and index finger to center forehead. All right, relax. 90-90 if you're sitting on a chair or a stool, if you're sitting on the ground, whatever version of the lotus that is comfortable. Breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Fire breath. Deep breath in and release. Switching hands, no breath. Breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Breathing in and out 10 times fast. Fire breath. Deep breath in. And release. Both hands on top of the lap, palms up, thumb and index finger touching, breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Breathing in and out of your nostrils 10 times fast. Fire breath. Deep breath in, chin down, and release. Awesome. As you breathe in, you should notice both nostrils are pulling in. As you breathe out, notice both nostrils pushing out. Awesome. All right, folks. I'm going to slide in a little bit here so we can get just a little bit closer. Checking our time. We're doing pretty good today. I'm going to get to what we call our wisdom from the sages of the ages. And today we're going to come again with the teachings of Ptah. Okay. This is considered the oldest complete wisdom text in the world. It was revised circa 3500 BC, revised. So as we do, you can try this at home. This is a technique I was taught by one of my, at the time, Sufi teachers. The teacher also of Hati. And what you do is if you take one of your books of wisdom or information that you need, particularly if you have like books of Proverbs, books of teaching, whatever your sacred book may be, and you just hold it up and you can ask a question. You can just open your mind and turn to a page. And what we like to talk about is just look to the left page and read what grabs your interest. And most times it speaks directly to what you're dealing with. And I say most times because typically when I'm doing this in this particular setting, it'll be in a group. And so it may not be something for me personally, it may be for the group or maybe for someone sitting in the group. But usually they're for me. And as usually this one is one of my favorites, and it is for me. And what I'm also going to do is I'm sharing it here, but I'm going to be doing little 1-minute segments on Instagram Live through this month, which is the Mental Health Awareness Month, talking about the benefits of our practices in terms of how they go with mental health and being able to maintain positive mental health. And starting with good posture and breathing. And then looking at the wisdom texts of our culture and going forward from there. So with that, we're going to come on in and get our wisdom from the sages of the ages, from the teachings of Ptah. And it says, all right, here we go. Help your friends with things that you have, for you have these things by the grace of God. If you fail to help your friends, one will say you have a selfish spirit. One plans for tomorrow, but you do not know what tomorrow will bring. The right soul is the soul by which one is sustained. If you do praiseworthy deeds, your friends will say, welcome in your time of need. And during these days, you get to really explore and understand what true friendship is about, where we're working to create mutual aid benefit societies to keep ourselves going, because at the federal level, it may not be happening for you in the way you need it to happen. At the state, local, or city level, it may not be happening at the level you need it to happen. One thing that there will always be is the people. So if we work with the people to do what we need to do in our lives, we can get what we need. Look at who's in your circle in your time of need. If you do praiseworthy deeds and you are in need of assistance, some of your friends should be present. When you're in trouble, people should be guiding you to do the things that they know and that you know will benefit you. You are going to be tried and tested over these next few weeks. So I would like to offer you to check closely to our transmissions, whether you stay in touch with us on social media. We will be going through some new things. Get your Asar Stance up, work on cultivating your patience, cultivate gratitude coming authentically from you. Authentic gratitude. Understand that's a basis and root for friendship. It helps you to make good choices. I'm grateful that we're all here able to share this time and these moments together, and that we're working to heal our bodies, to increase our lung capacity, to heal the internal organs and get them functioning optimally through our physical body movements and our breathing practices, utilizing the plant medicine, the medicine of the mineral kingdom, the medicines of the cosmos, as we move our bodies in concert with them, so that we may be able to thrive even in these times of challenge. So with that, I say to you all, Du'au, thank you. Hatsepu, peace to you. Ankh Jasaneh, life, health, and strength. And as we close, we say, to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. And teacher to student, student to teacher. Amen Re, Sutunache, Aten Re Nabanok. Ashe, to the ground, the ancestors on our roots, the ancestors above being the stars, sun, and sky, clouds, moon, that pay homage to the work that we do in service of the people and the spirit. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, or whenever you may be getting this. I thank you much for your participation, for your time. And most of all, remember, these practices, the more you do them, the more they give to you. Hatsepu.